Oi!
Hey folks, and welcome to a kind of a very hot day here in Bangsaen. It's about lunchtime, I guess, and the traffic is really picking up. I've noticed about the last week, we went through a period where there wasn't many people on the road, the traffic was light. It's kind of almost back to normal in terms of the amount of traffic in the middle of the day. This would be kind of par for the course. But anyway, I came up here to the main road, in Sukhumvit Road here today for a couple reasons. One is I wanted to ride by the night market and see if it looked like there was any signs of that reopening, and it looked like there might be. I saw some vehicles out there unloading, so we'll go check that out later. And also I've been seeing some deals with the economic slowdown and everything that's going on. It occurred to me now might be the time to make a major purchase. If you're planning on buying a vehicle, a bike, a car, I've seen some very good deals out there. Now they may even get better. I don't know, but for that reason, one of the deals in particular that I saw was on a Suzuki, and this is a Suzuki dealer here. So we'll go on in, we'll check it out, and I want to see if the deal is for real. I saw their website. I'll show that to you in a minute, and kind of check out what you get for the money. But I think it might be a pretty decent deal. So right away I was greeted by a sales person here and his lovely associate, and I told him right away, what I wanted to look at, and I told him I had saw the sale on their website, the advertisement, and he didn't waste any time. He showed me right to the models, and this is the model, this little white one here. He actually had two white ones and a red one. And well, let's just go. I'll show you the website, and I'll show you what this is all about. But on the Suzuki Thailand website, they do have English version there. They got some promotions going on, some other discounts, and you get accessories, options, a bag, some different stuff. But that's the model there, the Celerio. I think that's how you say it, Celerio, maybe? Celerio. And if you look down here, that's the same white car on the showroom. You can see the price. Now, it was on sale. They've got it marked down. So 363,000, and now it's 318. It's a savings of 45,000 baht. So if you're wondering what 318,000 baht is today's exchange rate, it's right at nine in high change, 9,700 there. But under $10,000. Now that's for a manual transmission car, which he didn't have. He did have the base model. It's the base model, and it's the one with manual transmission. But he says that does include air. He had a base model, but he didn't have the manual. But he said he could get one, no problem. And they got a couple different colors. You can see this one's got the automatic. So the automatic's more. But I was basically interested in this, and the cheapest one they had, just to see what that was all about, what it looked like, and had the new car smell, and it's what you'd expect for a cheap car. But he did indicate that they have a 3-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty. So kind of like buying a new car in the U.S. U.S. usually 3 years, 36,000 miles. I guess 100,000 kilometers would even be more.
ครับนี่ใช้เองหรือเปล่าครับใช้เองไหมขับเองไหมใช่
พูดภาษาไทยเก่งจัง มาจากที่ไหนคะ Where you come from
สหรัฐอเมริกา
โอ้ยพูดภาษาไทยเก่ง
I think the guy asked me if I would consider a used car. I told him, yeah, I'd consider anything. But a lot of these, well, this guy surprised me. I didn't know he was in there. Some of these models, a lot of these models, maybe all these models, you may not have in the U.S. I don't remember ever seeing these running around in the U.S. I believe they're built here in Thailand. This is a little truck. This one isn't really on sale. This is $385,000, so about $2,000 more. You're up in the high 11s for this truck, but for a truck, this is a little bit more substantial of a vehicle. This has a 4-cylinder engine, I think a 1.5 liter. The little car is a 3-cylinder, 1 liter. So the engine's 50% bigger, and the vehicle's probably 50% bigger at least. It's a much more substantial vehicle, although the interior wasn't all that big and you can't recline the seat. Burns this E20 fuel. But I was thinking, all these sides flip down. You can really turn it into like a flatbed, and I think it might be a nice little vehicle to carry a bike in. If I wanted to go somewhere and buy a bike, sell a bike, take a bike somewhere to ride, I wouldn't have to ride the bike to the place. For example, if I wanted to go up to Chiang Mai and wanted to ride around on my bike up there, I could load it in this thing, drive up there, and then unload the bike. So a vehicle a truck for something like that might be something I would consider later. And trucks are very popular here, but this is about half the price of your typical Ford, Toyota, maybe not quite half as much as like an Isuzu or something like that, but this is probably the cheapest truck you can get. I believe there's a Tata truck. Tata is an Indian brand. I don't know if they still sell those here or not. I don't have any of the dealers around me, but for a truck, 11,800 for that little truck there. Not too bad, not too bad. So after a little short presentation, he offered me some beverages. I know V's sitting over here probably bored out of her mind while I'm kicking tires, and I like looking at cars. I've always been a car guy, but it occurred to me though while I was here that I was the only one in here. And if you look around, you don't see any other customers. I mean, you got the employees that work there, and they were very helpful, but I think that's why they have some deals. I think they are not making too many sales, and they'll probably go the extra mile, lower the prices, give you some freebies, whatever, to make a deal and to close a deal. So that's Suzuki. So I was in the car business myself for a while, and I was pleased with their information, the way they treat the customers, the way they display the product, the information they give you. But I don't see how you beat a little over $9,000 for a brand new car with air conditioning. It's 5-speed transmission, but basic transportation, just basic transportation, or for less than maybe $2,500 more for a truck, something you can haul a bike around, and I might be interested in that later. A little truck like that to haul a bike around in. I don't know too much about the durability and how long something like that would last, but if you're just getting it for the drive very occasionally, and it's got a 3-year warranty, I don't see how you go wrong. It's not a big investment to begin with, and a full warranty for 3 years, and you're not putting many miles on it. It might be an option. Not for everybody, but maybe for somebody. So yeah, from being in the car business myself, I know these dealerships, they have tons of overhead. Like there's a security guard there. They're paying to air condition that whole great big showroom. When they don't make sales, it really hurts. So might be a good time to go make a deal. Let's take a look at that night market and see if they're going to be open tonight. So the good news is they are open. Well, kind of. They've opened this brand new food pavilion. It's all brand new in here, nice clean facility. But the remainder of the market that's been there for years is closed. So this was going to be like an addition to the market. Now it's kind of the whole thing, the only thing that's open. So I'll show you where we are real quick. This is the JJ Chonburi night market, lifestyle market. I'll put coordinates in the description below so you can check it out. But really big market. But this little food pavilion that we're at is new, and that's the only part of it that's open. But it's something, because I haven't been out of the house in the evening in about a month. So it's really nice to get out and go smell the spring rolls deep frying over here, and all my street food favorites. And I think V's going to get a little bit of a frozen juice shake or something here. We'll take a quick look at that. But they've got all sorts in here, and it's like I said, it is a nice brand new clean facility. And this is basically a little bit of fruit, a lot of ice, a little sugar water, 25 baht. But it was hot. Now they do have some of the other market, but it's roped off. These like electronic store here. Yeah, you can't buy any of that stuff. Just the food in the pavilion, and you're supposed to get it to go. So you're not supposed to eat here. They have the table area. That's all the tables have been removed. This next stand, they had some curries, but they had a curry that I don't normally see. Gang. Oh, gang gop, no? Gang gop. So yeah, it's normally curry chicken, curry pork. It was frog. It's like a frog curry. So, like I said, you don't normally see that. I guess this would be the American food department here. You've got ribs, you've got some burgers and various sandwiches, and they look pretty good. Could be a little crispier. Could be a little bit more cooked there. This guy's got chive dumplings. I've seen this guy at other night markets in the area. I have to come back and get some of those once they're done. They take 6 or 7 minutes to fry up. He looks like he just put a batch in there. Meanwhile, we can come over here and grab up some of these little pieces of cake. This is like a coconut, egg, I guess a little bit of rice flour or something, but very moist cake, not very sweet. It's got a lot to it. Good flavor and a lot of girth, and very, very moist. But 12 baht a piece, so about 30 cents. This guy, I don't think he's missing many meals living here. He looks like he's well fed. And then there's the bug lady.
อร่อยอันนี้อร่อยอันนี้อร่อยมากเห็นไหมกินไหมคุณกินไม่กินคุณกิน
Yeah, she told me how good everything was. I said, well, if it's that good, you eat it. I don't usually eat the insects, and they're not that cheap either. This lady's putting something in a bowl. Maybe that's for another vendor. You're not supposed to eat here. I don't know who that bowl's for, but anyway, see what else we can find.
อันนี้อร่อยอันนี้ให้แกชอบกินมากเลยนี่พี่อันนี้อร่อย320ที่เราซื้อบ่อยๆแต่ทำอย่างนี้มันจะรู้ว่าขนมทอด
Yeah, so they're just about done. So this whole other part of the market you see down here in front of us and off to the left, that's all closed down. Usually this place is huge. One of the biggest night markets in the area. Yeah, but it is nice to smell that spicy basil pork cooking again in the evening air. That's what that guy was frying up there. So we'll get our chive dumplings. We got our cake. She's got a little fruit shake there, and we'll hit the road. But it was a nice little evening to get out of the house. So yeah, some day when this fully opens back up into its former glory, I'll go through here. They've got all kinds of stuff. They even have reptiles and animals, all kind of things for sale in here. But also, let me know if there's deals where you live. I'm curious. I think just about everywhere has an economic slowdown, and I think these kind of sales and deals may be a byproduct of that. So let me know where you live, if you're seeing deals on cars, bikes, things like that. But I'll just go ahead and leave this off here, and as usual, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye for now.